Right, let's talk about the floor, because I think that's what I want to do first. Now, I'm thinking a combination of a couple of different blocks, and we're going to have to go over to the base here, because I don't really have much going on. So I'm thinking mangrove roots with... I don't know if I've got any in here. So I'm thinking mangrove roots with... Oh, I see. We don't have much mud. This is another little device that we need. So with some, maybe some packed mud or just mud blocks, can you do what I think? No. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't work the way I thought it worked. Huh. No? Is this maybe something... Oh, they naturally generate. You can't craft them? Oh, wait, no, you can craft them. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. It's gotta be that. There we go. So I'm thinking of, like, this sort of stuff would work as, like, kind of a muddy interior. We can do a combination of this, put down, like, the packed mud, maybe. I mean, this might be quite good for, like, official walkway kind of thing. But also, I want the dirt and podzol as well. In fact, I'm not sure if podzol will work. Yeah. So, I mean, the podzol is the go-to with, like, those sort of floors, right? But the podzol kind of, I mean, it kind of works. It's got green in it, right? So with that, we could also do some green foliage too with the mangrove. No, the spruce leaves. So they're the darker. So something like that kind of thing with a light source underneath, maybe. Or underneath that, we could put some more like mud kind of thing. So if you look down on that, it kind of works. It looks a little bit weird, but yeah, I mean, those are kind of like the ideas for kind of like the floor. This kind of a palette here. This is the bricks rather than the pack thing. I think would work better, maybe. We'll see. Oh, packed mud. How do I make the bricks then? Anyway, yeah. I mean, in order for me to do that, I'm gonna need quite a lot of, like, wheat. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take... I've got rooted dirt there as well. That's probably useful. I'm gonna take a lot of this dirt. We're gonna go and try and convert it. I'm gonna build a little converter here, a mud converter, and actually I'm gonna build this in a place, like once I've built it, we're just gonna keep it like in place kind of thing, and I think we can put it underneath the horse stables in that area anyway, because I think that would work. But I will need quite a lot of glass bottles, and guess who doesn't have any of those? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for the floor. So I'd like to do that now. And then potentially we can do other stuff after. So yeah, that's the idea. Let's go and get some glass bottles. And I think actually I've got some glass down here, right? Yeah, we do. Excellent. So we'll take this. Actually, I don't need that much. We don't need that many glass bottles, do we? I only want like a small station. So let's do this. Leave the rest there. So I guess that's going to be our first thing to sort out. I do have a mess here at the moment. That's good coffee. I say it every time, but it is. It's good coffee. I'll tell you what we should do first, though. Whilst we've got them, let's get the spruce stairs in position. And we can get some spruce slabs as well. Because we want to start working on the roof in here. Now, if I remember right, that's this going around the edge was all stair. I think. And then on top of this is where the slabs go. And then that gap there needs to be the logs, which we can go and fill in now, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. There we go, we'll get a couple of the spruce logs coming out. So we'll do that real quick. We'll put this in all of the stables that we have created here. I mean, obviously there's more to the roof than just this, but this will help. No. At least I think this is what we were going to do with it. It doesn't have to be fancy inside here, because at the end of the day, we're not going to spend too much time in these little alcoves, but so we don't want to like overcomplicate it. Just want to make it look at least a little bit well designed, right? And I do want the remains of that at the top, because it just gives a little bit of something something. At least I think it does, anyway. I'm a little bit concerned I've got an air gap there, but I presume at some point that's going to get covered up. So we have to raise the roof up a bit, but I might change how the roof is anyway, so... Now, it might be that I have got this slightly wrong compared to what I put in the What's It world. So what I'm thinking about in here, right, for instance, so we're going to have quite a bit of the podzol kind of showing through in like little areas like that. We could have some of the mangrove roots, well, I mean, realistically, we want that, right? Like, we want this, like, everywhere. And then I need to, like, kind of combine those two. And I think this color is kind of the combination there. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, maybe. There's also the green as well that we can pop in, and yeah, just play around with that sort of a pattern, that sort of a build. I could just go straight up mud as well. But I think that's a little bit too dark, and it's a bit difficult to like kind of make it blend. I think wherever we have the podzol has to touch it kind of thing as well. So that's something else that you have to having to consider. And then there's also obvious like just general dirt that would go quite well, I think. And we've also got rooted dirt too, so. Yeah, so the normal dirt kind of works well with the packed mud. So yeah, we've kind of got options here. I think. So yeah, something like this. Like just little hints of colour here, there and everywhere, little packed down areas where the horses have been, and then in these corners we can have like hay bales as well and other stuff. So yeah. Yeah, so something like that where like the podzol isn't necessarily all confined to the same areas. So something like this, and I'd have to play around with it. Obviously underneath. So these are difficult pieces. I might not use the leaves. I'm trying to think of a better way of doing it. I might not use the leaves like that. I'm trying to think. Maybe it's moss, but moss is a little bit too vibrant. That's my problem with moss, is it's too green. So I kind of want the dull greens. I want the dark greens kind of thing. So like what I've done here, yeah, I've kind of got normal green grass under it, and I don't want normal green grass. I don't think that's right. Yeah, so don't know. We'll figure it out, because that's too green. I don't want it to be like too green. I just need a little bit here just to help blend that in. But if I don't get any, then maybe we could try the rooted dirt instead to kind of help blend the dirt and the podzol. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to play around with that later. Let's continue with the roof of these, the ceiling. Oh, we're out of spruce stairs. That didn't last long, did it? Oh, I turned all of my spruce logs into idiot food as well. When I say idiot food, it's because I crafted it into things that I don't need. Oh, that's actually a good point, actually. We've also got stripped spruce logs that would go quite well. Because look at that green in there. And, I think the stripped spruce, like the normal spruce, might go... Actually, maybe it's the dark oak that I need to put down on there. The problem with that is that that's that's the dark oak. Wait, that's dark oak and that's spruce? What a... yeah. That's not dark oak, is it? Yeah, no, it's spruce. You're an idiot. So yeah, like little bits like that. The stripped spruce works quite well, I think, as well. So that's another color that we've got, like those browny, greeny kind of textures. There we go. That should be enough stairs now. No, not there. So yeah, we can play around with that, and I would like to do a little bit more playing around creatively with those sort of things. I'm a lot better at like making things look natural than what I am like building buildings. So this is like, I think I'll be better at like the floor design in here than anything else. I've actually been practicing a little bit with floor designs of stuff. Yeah, I've been doing all sorts of things. I need, apparently I need some more of those. So we'll make some in a sec. So I think we've got all this stuff that we can do to make up a couple of campfires. If not, I can just go and purchase them from villagers, actually. Thinking about it. Might just do that. I think I can purchase them from villagers. Let's see if I've got the things to craft it first. Do I have any coal? I do. But I need to get my fortune pick out. I don't need to fortune all of it though, right? I'm gonna fortune all of it anyway, okay? Also, I think we leveled up to level 30. We did indeed. Okay. Right, let's put the fortune pick away, because that's dangerous having that out. Apparently... I have a fortune 3 pick there that's like nullified down. I'm not quite sure why. But I've got 1, 2. Oh, maybe maybe that's what I used when I was digging this out. Wait. So we need some sticks, right? I think that's what we need for the campfire. There it is. Oh, dude, they're expensive. I forget how expensive they are. Let's get a shovel because we're gonna need that. I think we only needed 3, right? Now, I hope we only needed 3. It'll be... Oh, it was 2. Okay. It would have been awkward if I needed more. And I've got none left. There's one up there. We should probably get that. They're expensive little pieces. I mean, we're going to need to craft up more anyway, eventually, but it's fine for the time being. I didn't mean to fire my rocket there. So what's everyone been doing this weekend? Have you been doing anything? Have you had fun? I'm still on my annual leave, which is quite cool. So the coarse dirt is probably going to be more attractive than the normal dirt, but I'm kind of curious what this rooted dirt looks like. No fun, only work. You see, I'm on annual leave, but so yeah, I like the rooted dirt compared with the muddy mud stuff. I think that's better because it's got that like kind of reddish hue to it instead of just the brown. How long for? This is my second week. So I've had last week. I'm the beginning of my second week out of 2. So this is the final week. Why do I have iron leggings on? What is going on? I think that was because we were end busting, right? And I didn't put my end busting equipment away. I don't know where my spare elytra is either. So yeah, now I've got a little bit of annual leave that I am using up before the end of the financial year, which is great. Biggest problem in this game at the moment is inventory management. I'm going to leave that there. I don't even know why I've got that. I think I pulled that from a chest in the end. We probably don't need that right now. Probably don't need that. Actually, yeah, we do need that. Okay, let's keep going. You know all those things that I just put in my chest? We want them back, right? We need those. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Did you watch the football over the weekend, Boz? Actually, I didn't see much of the football this weekend. I kind of missed a lot. I missed a lot of it. I mean, I saw Forest's result, which, yeah, that was something. Chelsea give you too much stress? Come on, they're not. It can't be as bad as being a Forest fan. Like, you've had years and years and years of bliss being a Chelsea fan. Like, I've had years of torment being a Forest fan. Like, I'm sorry. When do Chelsea play Forest again? Have they had their 2 games? We can be shit together, yeah. Have they had their 2 games? I don't think they have this season, have they? I think Chelsea still need to come to... Wait, no, we beat Chelsea. Did we beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge at the beginning of the year? I can't remember. Yeah, so we came to you and we beat you at Stamford Bridge. Yeah. So you still haven't been to the City Ground. But that was only one of our 6 wins this season, so it's like... do you know what? I was talking to... Because obviously I work in Nottingham, right? Like, so... You get a lot of Forest fans in. Get a lot of county fans in as well, to be fair. And Stags are obviously... They're doing very well at the moment. So... It's quite nice seeing Notts County not do so well, because they were very, very... Last year, it was unbearable. Oh, we've won like 100+ games in a season. Why can't Forest do that? Fuck off. Get out of it. Second to last game of the season. Okay. Yeah, I lose track of... I mean, I'm not like an uber, like, massive football fan. Like, I follow it badly, but I do lose track of who plays who and things like that. Like, I like to keep up with the results, but I don't go out of my way to know when people are playing who. If that makes sense. So yeah, no, like, a lot of the local football clubs have been unbearable. This year it's Stags, sorry, Mansfield Town, because they're right at the top of League 2 at the moment. They're doing phenomenal. But they are absolutely unbearable at the moment. Those core fans. And to be fair, we were probably unbearable when we got into the Premier League. So. Neither. Chelsea app just told you, got you. Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say that's some pretty good knowledge if you just was able to pull that from the tip of your knowledge. It's like, wow, okay, yeah, I can't do that. But yeah, no, it's the F1's back though. What could possibly go wrong with that? Right, what am I doing? So what are we doing here? So I think I want to set up some form of mud farm, because I definitely want the mangrove mud, this thing. I want that. That's what I want. I really like that. That's a nice block. Wait, do you have to hoe that? You don't chop it? But you chop the roots. How do you dig that? That was this weekend? Yeah, weirdly it was on Saturday. That, like, for whatever reason, they've swapped over to Saturdays for the first couple of races. So it's not that. Wait, no, wrong one. It is, okay. So it becomes a dirt block, I see. So the first time I've actually used the muddy mangrove roots. But I quite like them. I like the texture. I think it joins the podzol up and it's got a little bit more of a darker feeling to it. And that means I can use that mud a little bit more. But if we're doing that, we need to like engineer some form of simple mud farm. So I'm gonna need... I presume I'm gonna need dispensers, right? Do I have any dirt? I do, so I've got a stack here. So if I put that down, how does this work again? Oh, do I... Oh. Well, for the time being, we'll do this, right? I'm curious. So you put the glass, the water bottle in there. It turns into mud, right? So that gets you one piece of mud, which is not the way I want to do it. So let's take the bone meal out, because I'm curious to know whether if I do some form of like piston pusher, can we turn the grass into mud first? Negative. So the grass doesn't work. We'd also need some sort of feeding material there. In fact, I'm not even sure if this is going to work, is it? Yeah, so that does work. So we would need some sort of piston pushing device to like stand next to, load up, like right click down with the dirt and load it up, and then it pushes the mud out to an area. We then need to harvest the mud. I mean, you could TNT explode it, but we're not going that far into it. So I don't think doing it on a observer is the right call. Oh no, it also empties out the water bottle. So we need a way of refilling up the glass water bottle then. I don't know how to do that. So I'd need a way to get rid of this glass water and refill it with water. So if I put this next to a water source, it should pick up the water source into the glass bottle. Or not. Never mind. Yeah. So that one did. Get out of here. You're not welcome. I don't know. I need to think about this. This is requiring more thought than I thought it would. I'm wondering if there's a way that I can break the mud and put it into a hopper instead. I'm Googling something right now. I want to know exactly how the mechanics work behind mud. I need a way of refilling the water bottles, like automatically. So that's what we need to figure out first, because once we've got that, we've cracked the whole system, right? Because as soon as you can do that, yeah, it cracks the whole system. You can do whatever you need with it. I get it's kind of like it's a similar problem that I had to the bee farm, where so on my bee farm. Here, let me. This is a similar issue that we had over here with this, and I've still got this issue, and we still haven't ironed it out, and I don't know how to fix it. Someone smarter than me can probably figure it out, right? Like, so down here in my bee farm, we have a small issue of, that's the dispensers. That's going to run out though soon. Every so often, the honey bottle gets stuck in the system, right? So then that means that the whole system breaks. The only way to fix it is to take the redstone off, put it back on, and it utilizes this. But because there's another slot there, the honey bottle then fills that slot. So now in this dispenser, there is a 2 in 9 chance of pulling that honey bottle, and if it tries to pull the honey bottle, it won't actually fire, and it leaves the redstone on because the you haven't actually got rid of the problem there, right? I don't know if I'm explaining this well enough, but yeah, I mean, like, it's a continuing problem that I've got, which will be solved. The problem will be solved in here once I've got enough glass bottles and I've got a auto refilling station set up over here. And I'll probably, once the new update of Minecraft comes out, we'll just add a auto crafter to craft all of the honey bottles into blocks and then feed in the remains, right? Back into here, kind of thing. So once all that comes out, like, I can make it fine because we got the crafting device, right? So that's fine. Like, I haven't fixed this problem that I've got here yet because I don't have the redstone capabilities to be able to fix the problem. It's just an ongoing problem. You either fill it up with bottles and just hope the bottles don't run out, or you know, you need to have an auto crafter that can feed everything back in. And even then, you've still got to hope that the bottles don't run out, right? So that's the problem that I've got with the bee farm, and my tiny little brain, because of the way that dispensers work, cannot figure out a way around it for this. Because basically what I'm thinking is, I stand here, I put a dirt block down, there is a piston, like, as soon as I place that, maybe if I put it on like an observer or something, as soon as I place that, it fires a pulse into here, which does that, and at the same time, or like one tick after, you have the piston fire, and it moves it over there, kind of thing, right? Then once it moves over there, then you can push it out and do whatever you need to do with it until it, like, collects into a big storage thing. Then you can, like, either TNT bomb it or do that, which is probably going to be easier. I only need a small farm. I only want to be able to collect a few of these. It's either that or... Wait, hold on a sec. So that's the problem, is the empty bottle. Oops. Yeah. So maybe I could stand on this side here and just collect it like this kind of thing, and just like stand here and pick it up. Actually, that's probably better. I mean, if you did that as a long-term AFK thing, then you're going to run out of durability on your shovel, but that's immaterial as long as you're getting the correct amount of mud. Maybe you could have like some sophisticated countdown timer on that, yeah, some sophisticated countdown timer that would prevent that. So yeah, I think that feels like the better way of doing it, is putting the dirt next to the dispenser and letting the dispenser, then you shovel it and then just have a hopper underneath that picks up the mud. That's a lot easier than having piston pushers. So we won't do the piston pusher. I need to figure out a way of replenishing the water bottles. I don't... And then that then needs to feed back into here. Okay, so if I... Well, the problem I've got right now is that I don't have any dispensers. So let's go... let's go and get some dispensers crafted up, because we've used them all. We've used all of them. Do I have any like spare crappy bows? I do. I've got one. Okay, we'll utilize that, and then we can get some more from villagers. I didn't think I would be doing redstone today. I didn't think I'd be doing redstone, I'm gonna be honest. Let's purchase a couple of these. That'll do. I do want that. I don't want the rotten flesh, so I do want those back. Thank you. And I don't have any redstone components actually on me, so... Ow. And the mud making machine is gonna go in the stables. I think I'm gonna go and put it in behind here somewhere, because we've got access down to the cave of contraptions down here. So I think we're gonna put it somewhere around here anyway, like probably in here, in this location. Or maybe this is a good slot for it. Like, I don't think it needs much of a footprint. I am very cautious. I don't want to eat too much of this away, because we do want to make this actually usable. It's either that, or I literally just put it over here, like a whole area for it there. And then we can carve out the path later on down the line. So yeah, I think I'm gonna utilize it in here. And we'll decorate that differently, and we'll do some form of trapdoor or something. Some maybe double extension piston action. That could be quite fun. Right, so this is what I want to do. I want to craft up... Oh, I need cobblestone, which I have in one of these boxes. There we go. So we want a bunch of... Oh, you can only craft one at a time. I hate dispensers. Oh my goodness. Just as long as I don't use my bow, I'm fine. Okay, so there we go. We've got a couple of dispensers. So I wanted to play around with the dispenser here, because if I say load that up with that, okay. So all I'd need to do is get... Oh, but it would fight. Oh, hold on. Okay. Hold on. I think I've got a good idea, actually. It fires out the glass bottles. If you have a glass bottle in here, it fires it out. So we can use that and connect that back up to a different dispenser over here. This dispenser... I don't want to do it facing up. I don't think that's the right call. I'm curious. See if this is going to work. Now, we need to make sure that all these slots are filled up in there, because otherwise this doesn't work. Or at least I don't think it will. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, of course. So you're going to need to do this, right? It's a little bit more hectic than I thought it would be, but I can cancel that out by doing this, right? Yeah. So it ends up in the water stream, which is what I wanted to see. Okay, so now... okay, so now I've got the building blocks. I've got the building blocks because we've got this thing here that can collect the mud. That can fire out into this option here, and we can have a continuous loop. We're going to have a lot of glass in order to do this, but we don't need as much glass in this device as what we would need in the bee farm, so we can pivot to this for a little bit. That's fine. Ow. Where? Where are you coming from? Over there? Dick. Okay, so those are the building blocks. Now I need to backward engineer this. So we want to make sure that at the same time that that is triggered, this is also triggered. And we need to get the empty glass bottle from here into here. Well, we can do that with hoppers, that's okay. What kind of builds do you like to do in Minecraft? I'm trying to get some ideas for me. What type of builds, Lilac? Here, I'll show you. I'll show you my world, right? So this is the exterior. This is my survivor world. I've been doing this for about 2 years. I know it's not 2 years worth of progress, but I'm proud of it. All right, okay. So we started here. We started here with this this house. I designed this in creative. Personally, I'm not very good at designing builds like this. I'm not very good at doing buildings, but I think the more I look at it, I used to hate this build, but now actually I think it's worked really well. And I think the reason why it works well is because of my landscaping. I'm a much more organic player. I can do realistic looking trees. So this is meant to be like kind of a willowy, droopy tree. That's meant to be a birch tree, the sort of birch trees that I've got in my parents' back garden kind of thing. So again, another willowy thing. And I've also got a giant oak tree up at the top, right? I guess the willow trees and the oak trees look the same, and that's because, you know, they're green and not great. You have an Xbox 360. So that's what I like doing. I like doing the terraining and the outdoorsy stuff. I think I'm very good at making natural colors pop. Like getting these colors to combine. I think I'm quite good at that. However, my downfall is buildings, right? And the reason why I'm not very good at buildings is because I can only think in squares. We're playing a square game, and I can't make I can't make squares turn into other shapes. Okay, like up here, I very much struggle with that. And this building here, I think it kind of shows for itself. You can see I've tried to put a curve and a dome on it, but it hasn't quite worked. It's okay. It's fine. It hasn't quite worked, though. I still like this build a lot more than what I did when I first made it, but when I first made it, really was critical of this for obvious reasons. So I kind of pushed myself a little bit more. Like I said, another tree. I tried to push myself a little bit more, and that made me find a picture of like a bee cottage. It was like a little model of a bee cottage, and I was like, I want to do a bee farm, but I want to find out a way of housing where the beekeeper would live, right? Telling a story. So I designed this, and I still think this is a good build. I'm not so keen on that bamboo at the moment. That was an alteration. But again, I think the thing that's making this pop at the moment is the colors that I've got going on. So I've got the pinks with this. I've got the back out here. I love this garden. This bee garden is really good. I think this is potentially some of the best landscaping I've done because I've color coded the flowers, and you know, I've got a little bit of a wild gardener area here. It looks like someone who likes gardening and stuff has kind of put a lot of attention and detail to this. There's a purpose for the individual rows of bees. And then I've also done interiors, right? So, you know, I really tried to focus on who lives in this house, what are they doing, like, why are they here? You know, so they've got a little bit of a kitchen here. He's smoking out the honeycombs, and he's turning into these honey blocks, and that's what he builds them into. So it's all about story, right? That's the sort of builder I am. I'm a storyteller. I'm not great at Minecraft. I'm okay at telling a story. I think that's where I have the strength, right? Don't know why he's here yet. So I think that's where my strength comes out, because the concept of this save, this isn't just a save, oh, let's create a really pretty village. The concept of this is I wanted to create a village that had a little bit of mystery to it, a little bit of intrigue. And the original concept was that I was going to create this fairly good-looking village filled with inhabitants that held a secret. They were very powerful, they had a lot of money, but on the outside looked like they're medieval-esque. But then you scrape away the little bit of the surface and you find like these weird contraptions hidden in the buildings. There's little switches that come in and out, and they lead you into places, and this is actually where all the villagers are. You see, these are the people that are kind of doing a lot of work. They're producing materials out of nothing, and they're doing all this, that, and the other. And deep inside this cave, this is where they've got this weird technology that helps them create their profits and has actually made them such a success. So you've got an endless void of sugarcane, and you've got a secret hidden creeper farm harnessing the powers of these weird beings and taking the gunpowder for their riches, that sort of thing, right? So that's kind of the story I'm trying to tell. I'm not doing very well at telling it right now because I keep getting distracted and I start like new projects. But that has helped me figure out what my build style is. I have a story in mind and I'm trying to tell a story. Now I will say I'm telling the story badly. But yeah, all of these like little tunnels, they connect up. We've got a big big thing here. Oh look, there's little bees in this massive farm. So remember the bees from earlier? Remember that beekeeper's cottage? Well, there's a secret contraption that leads into the beekeeper's cottage. So there's actually like these caves with all these farms and wonders and things. Farms and technologies, that's the idea. So that's the sort of builder I am. You're bad at redstone. Well, redstone, like anything, can be learnt. Tutorials are very good at it. What I would say, instead of just taking a tutorial for a farm, for instance, this is how I've got to understand redstone. Instead of just saying, right, I need a bee farm, I'm going to go and get a tutorial and build a bee farm, right, for honey. Instead of doing that, I like to, which is kind of what we're doing now, by the way, I like to come up with a concept, an idea of what I want, put down the building blocks of, say, right, well, we're going to need a dispenser to, so right now I'm trying to figure out how you play around with mud, right? So I need some mud for my build in this horse's stables here, because I want it to be very muddy on the inside. Horses, you know, they walk around, they trample down the grass and it turns it into mud, and I think, you know, mud blocks are very good for that sort of a build, right? Again, telling a story. So I'm kind of like, with my redstone, I'm kind of like saying, well, if we have a dispenser here, it needs to have these water bottles in. I know the water bottles dispensed onto dirt will turn into mud, right? So how can I make this in a small little machine? It doesn't need to be anything big, just a small little machine where I can make as much mud as possible. So in order for me to do that, instead of me just like looking at a dispenser for hours, which is actually what I do, and I look into those eyes and I look into the mouth and I just think, wow, you're surprised. Instead of doing that, I kind of like, I'm planning out in my head what needs to happen. So I know the water bottle, once you use that water bottle, it creates an empty glass bottle inside the dispenser. From there, I need to drain the glass bottle from here into another dispenser, which can be used in here, for instance. If I fire this one, that picks up the water from a water source block and fires off the water bottle. So from there, I know, right, okay, so I need to get this empty glass bottle into this dispenser, and from this dispenser needs to go back into here, right? So I know I need a loop. We can do that with hoppers. So that's not too bad. I think in the operation for this, the best way is just to hold dirt in my hand, place it against a block like this, for instance, and just do... Oh, can you not? Maybe that one's not the best sort of block to be doing this. Maybe if we had like stone. So if we place it against a normal block there, I did not mean that. I know I can do that very quick, right? I can place down dirt crazy quick with my shovel. I might need a lower... It might need to be less than efficiency 5 here, because Instamine isn't quick enough. I think that's too fast. See, this is why we're learning. Like, I'm learning now, because now I'm figuring out that efficiency 5 insta-mining is too quick. That's going to be too quick for the dispenser. Even if I had like a 0-tick pulse going on here, for instance. This facing... I suck at putting these down. So, for instance, if I had that... So right now, if I do that, you can see that there's an instant pulse coming from these two observers because they're looking at each other and they keep getting updated, so they're putting out this instant right? Like, that's happening now because I've put the observers down. They're not affecting the dispenser at the moment, number one, because there's nothing in the dispenser, but number two, the dispenser is currently powered, so it's not affecting it. So all I need to do is, like, turn that on, and then that will start firing off the water bottles, right? I think as soon as I placed that, yeah, I'm firing, even with this 0 tick pulse here that I've created with the observers, I'm digging the dirt too quick with the insta mine. So I need to slow down the mining process. So actually I need a worse shovel, which I do have. Oh, I've got efficiency 2. Let's see what that does actually. Let's load this back up with these. And again, we could do that real quick. So I know I need some form of like redstone clock that's going to work on this. Here, let's see what this does. Yeah. So that's it. That's even so, that still might be too fast. Efficiency 2. I might need just like a normal diamond shovel. I'm going to need a lot of bottles for this because it needs to consistently top up and fill up. Okay, I think I've got an idea, and for this idea, I want to go into a redstone build test world. I think I've got an idea. So let's have a play around. And if this doesn't work, by the way, this is what the interior of the stables is going to look like. Just so you're aware. That's the interior of the stables. It needs a lot of work. But we can do that together at some point. So if I go over here, that's my doors. So this is my bee farm idea. All right, and then basically whenever that runs low on the glass bottles, it re-tops itself up. So yeah, I'm cool. I'm not cool. If I was cool, I wouldn't be sat here playing Minecraft. I'd be out doing stuff like hiking, climbing, diving, motorcycle racing. That's what cool people do, right? I'm playing a silly game. Well, it's not a silly game. It's a very fun game, and nobody should tell you otherwise. But yeah, that's not what. This isn't what cool people do. You have cool builds. I've been playing this game for like 10 years, and you're scratching the surface. Now, if you want to see someone who has good builds, Boz, who was in earlier, he's very good at Minecraft. He's a lot better than me. My brain doesn't quite work. What is that? Reinforced deep slate? What is that? Where did that come from? How do you craft that? What? Ooh. This is me finding a new block. Oh, oh, you can't. Oh, it's not directional. Annoying. It's annoyingly. What's the underneath of this look like? Sorry, this is me getting distracted. Ooh, the underneath of it is really interesting, but that is a very cool little floor thing that I got going on there. How do you get reinforced deep slate? No, you're squirreling. You're squirreling, you're squirreling, you're squirreling. Build a goddamn freaking contraption already for mud. So this is what I need. We want dispensers. Maybe people dislike me due to being new on Twitch. That's fine. Just take your time. We spoke about this last time you were in. Just, you know, take a minute. Right, what am I doing? So I want a dispenser. I want observers. We want some hoppers. I want some glass bottles. We'll take quite a few stacks of those. Right, yeah. It's so awkward doing that with my mouse. My mouse is not designed for middle mouse button. So we'll do that. And I want some... Make it with blue, light blue concrete, right? That's going to be the building blocks. Okay, so let's have a look. See if I can build a little bit of a platform here. Because I don't think this is going to have much of a footprint. At least I hope it's not going to have much of a footprint. It doesn't need to. I definitely want some form of hopper collection. So if we had, say, the dispenser here, which, let's get some water, please. Well, hold on, because we can fill this. So if we have a hopper there. No, I can't have it underneath. So this hopper... Oh, we're going to have some sort of sorting system on it. Because this hopper will be picking up not just the mud, but it'll also be picking up the empty bottles. So the empty bottles need to go one way, and the mud needs to go a different way, right? Can you get a camel, sniffer egg, and tons of insane mobs in the Nether and adjacent city caves too? I can't, because I've not discovered a camel or a sniffer egg on my save. So, no, I can't do that. I'm not there yet. I take the game very slow. I try not to rush to the end and things. Even though I've been playing the game for a long time and I watch a lot of Minecraft content, and it's probably my favorite game these days. I literally only just found out that there was a block called Reinforced Deep Slate. So I'm not exactly the newest thing. I'm not exactly like the most up to date with a lot of these updates and stuff. And yet I only really play survival, so it's weird to me that I'm like this, but I'm just like it. I don't feel the need to rush. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's put this here. So I'm covering this in glass at the moment because actually, you know what that could be? That could be a dispenser, because if we manage to... Whoops. So if we had a water source block here, right? So where's my water bucket? Right. Okay, so if we have this filled like crazy, I'm gonna have to figure out a way of topping this up and making sure that it's always full. So if we had that like that, and I say, I'll take another stack just so that it's all filled. If we have this happening, it is basically doing the job for me. But I don't want that to be automatic the way that that was. What I want this to trigger every time this is triggered, so that whenever that's triggered, it so this needs to be on the same clock, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And this, I only want to trigger when I put a block down, right? So I've got to use an observer here. So we'll do whoops. So we have to have an observer there. Like, we just have to. There's no other way. Now the problem with the observer is that when you do that, so when you place a block, which is what I'm intending to, it does the observation, but I'm also going to break the block, so it's going to fire again. So then that means that it's firing off 2 pulses. We don't want it to fire off 2 pulses, we only want it to fire off 1. So oh, this is where my Minecraft circuits fail, because I need a, I don't know what they're called. This is where I need to do research with, like, Minecraft, right? Because I need to try and remember Minecraft circuits. Actually, observers might not be the best way to do this. Observers really might not be the best way to do it. Sorry, see, this is where I need to Google, because I need to Google up different circuits, Minecraft circuits. Right, I don't need logic circuits. I need, like, pulse gates. That's what I need. Because I need pulse limiters, right? Or not limiters, dividers, edge detectors. No. Oh, this is where I need brains. Because I'm really struggling with this. I think so. I need to let's not. What if you did a repeater? No. I need to figure out a way of powering it every time I place a block, but I don't want to do it with observers, because I don't think observers are the right way forward. That's a lot of. So I know this. I need a system to get the... Right, let's think about refilling, because I'm almost here. I'm almost here. Let's forget about how I'm powering this. Let's just get the circuit up and running, right? So let's get rid of this, because that's not helpful. Let's get the... Let's forget about how I'm powering it, and I want to see if I can figure out a way to feed the hold on, I wonder what if I powered the repeater? So, wait, hold on. As soon as I... Maybe that's all I need to do. Hold on. Dirt. I think you were right with the repeater idea. But that is not emptying out the glass bottles. So now, from there, I need a way to... I mean, the thing is that if I did that, it's just going to empty everything into here, right? Like... Oh, right. No, it's simpler. It's simpler than I'm making it. Because all I need... is something like this, right? So we just have an item sorter underneath here so that it will only let the glass bottles in. So as soon as the glass bottles are in, item sorter pulls down the extra glass bottle nice and easy. So, I mean, I could do like a really big item sorter. I'd rather do it easier. So if I click that, get rid of it. Click that, get rid of it. Okay, so here we go. Let's get a shovel and see if this works. I think I might be onto something here. I gotta be careful because I don't want to turn it into a path block. So if I put that above it, nope. Oh, but of course, I'm picking up the water bottles in there. Why are the water bottles going in that one? And because I'm in creative, this isn't a very good test. Okay. So that works. That is so much easier. So now all we have to do, if I've got this right, okay, if I, well, we got some dirt in there, but we did pick up the mud. We picked up the glass bottles. That's easy. Okay, so now all I have to do... creative mode, please. Thank you. All I need to do is get the glass bottles from here back into there. So how do we do that? Well, we've got the redstone signal coming from here. So what if... No, I can't... Whoops. Water elevator. Well, the problem I'm going to have is that this hopper is going to lock. So I don't think we're doing water elevator here, Lilac, because I would need to get them into this dispenser. So I think we're going to have to do a dispenser chain. Whoops. I'm going to do this. This. I need to be very careful here because I don't want to lock that hopper. So we're going to do it in... this direction. So I need a comparator. Redstone torch. And this is a very simple sorter here. That's all I need. Just need a very simple sorter. Like that, right? And then that will go there. So that will now lock this bottom hopper. And all we need... I could move it a little bit closer, actually, because I don't need the signal length to be the way it is. I'm not sure, but I think it would be good. Could be. Ah. Now I need a item elevator, so we're gonna go... I mean, it doesn't have the best of footprints, but item elevator will be this. As soon as that lights up, that fires off that redstone block there, which will then fire all three, I think, right? So... oh, that one's not getting... Think about it, think about it, think about it. No, that's not how I want to do it. I want to do piston. I don't want that. Come on now. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Okay? You can do this. A slab, please. Okay, redstone dust's already in my inventory. Wait, what? What is happening here? Which way was that facing? That's what I want to know. Let's tell you what, let's take 30 of these out. I'm going to put them in here and see if that works. Why is that a thing? Stop that. Stop it. No, this is not going well. Why can I not do an item elevator all of a sudden? Oh, I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. No. I didn't want to do that. I get so close with these sort of things, and it always makes me sad when I can't get them done. Oh my. Oh. That's not gonna work then, is it? Because yeah, it's okay. Right, come on, Womble. Think about it. How are you doing this? How are you doing this? I mean, we could do item elevator. It might have a cleaner footprint. We could do a bubble vator. It might have a cleaner footprint. I need to fill back into there. See, the thing is... I mean, if I really want this to be good, we can do a composter over here. With comparator going in, leaves. Then, what if you do a super stopwatch? I don't know. I don't know. Because then I could power... I need redstone block, right? Because then you can... There it is. Wait. If you do that, then put the comparator in. I think this is how it works. It like locks the signal as on. Yeah, there you go, cool. So that locks that signal on. It just makes it a little bit tidier. Right, less of a footprint. So it means that I don't have a redstone block just hanging around, and they could be troublesome. I could do a bubble vator. I don't necessarily have to have this hit. Hold on. I wonder if I do this with soul. How? Are you doing that? Okay, so that's now got that there. We've got this dispenser down at the bottom filled up. So whenever this gets an item in it, this is a little bit flawed because wait, we need kelp. This process is flawed. I don't know if you can see why it is, but then so was the other process, so I think this might be better. So what I'm hoping will happen now, if I power that, and we can do that here, because do target blocks work up? I don't know if that's going to work, but if it is, I will find out. Whoops. No. Okay, so that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That didn't trigger this off. I think if anything, all that's done is lock this hopper. No. Slabs. This might be the most elegant way of doing it. Oh, yeah. But I can stop that by putting that there, I think. Nope, can't stop it. Yeah, that breaks the whole system. So that's not a good idea. Okay, so I think taking the power from this torch here is not a good idea. And I'm actually going to make this closer anyway. So we will put redstone torch, because that will lock. Do you have to... Yeah, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Okay, so there we go. So that's gonna... I mean, it's not... It shouldn't break. I should hope it's not gonna break. Let's put all of the glass in there. Let's go and get the rest of the glass bottles as well. Because basically, I want to turn all of these glass bottles that we've got into the... It's not... Annoyingly, that's not flashing. Wait, how is this locked here? Oh, it's because because I'm an idiot, that's why. There we go, we got 18. So that's now locked. That's locked this hopper down there. Well, we know we can turn the dirt into mud. I just need a way of refilling the frickin' dispenser. I just need to get this bit down here working so that whenever a new glass bottle ends up in there, it fires this off. It's got to be observers. That's got to be the way forward. Observe. I didn't want to do that. It's got to be observers. I can't see another way around it. Maybe I rely far too much on like observers and stuff, but hey, it's fine. Did that actually fire? It did. Okay, I see what the limitation is here. It can't be observers, because as soon as... I wonder if I think I've done it. I don't think it's perfect, but I think we're good. Can you not do that? Oh, you... No! I don't want them in there! Damn it! Maybe I need to be in survival, don't I? Let's try again in survival. Let's get rid of all those. See if I can make this work. Unfortunately, the mud is going everywhere. That's not ideal. $37 mud. There's only mud in here. It didn't pick up all the mud that we had, though. Question, did it... Okay. We're definitely getting somewhere. Okay. It's not quite right yet. There's still... I'm still, like, struggling. Because I have a feeling that once this empties out of glass bottles, it will stop firing those off. Oh wait, no. No, it isn't. No, it's emptying it. So realistically, you only need like a stack. Of glass bottles going around at any one time. So what I need, actually, I do need a sorting system. Let's get rid of that. As soon as something ends up in there, we want this to fire off and bring it back round so then it loops, right? Like... So all I need then is one of these. Piston. Right, that's all I need. And then as soon as this empties, it turns itself off. So that's all I need. There we go. So I've done it. So that is... I mean, that is it. We don't actually need that many glass bottles. So you need like maybe a stack to go in there. Maybe a stack of glass bottle. Actually, let's count them. But I can't see a better way of doing this, right? Like, I generally cannot see a better way of doing it. That, it's probably the best part about it, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I don't need to do that. I mean, I could do that with a lectern, honestly. We could do that with a lectern. In fact, yeah, let's do that with a lectern. Because I... Or if I really wanted, I could do it with an item frame, but I'm not going to do that. No, we'll do it with a composter. May as well. I tend not to use them that often, so... need to power that on first before we do that. In terms of actually putting these in, though, we do need to be a little bit more careful. Like, I would have to stand here and crouch and hold it against the dispenser, but yeah, I think that works. I think this works. This is a nice little contraption I've got going on here. Okay, let's do a test run, I guess. So say I've got dirt. Now, of course, this is limited. Like, there's definitely got its limitations. And if I was smart, I could figure out other ways of doing it. For instance, I'm only going to be able to do, like, a stack of this at a time. But if I go into survival... I can only do a stack of this at a time, I believe. But that should be infinite water sources. So the thing I want to make sure as well here is that those water bottles don't run out. Which I don't think they do. I think because I backlog the water bottles in the hopper, it's okay. We got all 64 pieces of mud in there that time. That's not bad. I do have one dirt, though, here. So we do have a little bit of a loss. Let me, we're going to try again. I didn't mean to go into spectator mode. I wanted to go into creative. I'm going to try that again. We're going to clear out my inventory first. We're going to... Yeah, unfortunately, we are going to be limited to only doing a stack of dirt at one given time, but I don't think that's necessarily too bad. So we're going to do that. We'll go back to survival. And we'll do test number 2. Thing is, it's technically always on as well, right? Because all you have to do is place the dirt next to the dispenser and you're fine. There's a little bit of manual labor behind it. Maybe if I was smart, I could figure out a way of replenishing the amount of dirt. But I think this is good enough. I mean, there we go. We got like a stack of mud. So it has all gone in nicely there. Okay, so now I need to build this little circuit here somewhere very convenient for me. I do wonder if standing on a slab there would probably be better, like drop down into it. Ooh, yeah, actually slabs might be better. But then that being said, if I have a chest, is that gonna work? Because let's be honest, we want storage for this as well. Hey Ashley, how's it going? We're kind of trying to work on a little bit of a mud dispenser thing. Yeah. I only need it to be small. I don't need like a huge thing. So I think I've seen, like, Il Mango did one of these, right? And I'm pretty sure he used this system to lock off the redstone there. Because I recognize this. I've definitely seen one of these before. But I think my engineering around it is, yeah. Does it work in Java Edition? I am in Java Edition. Basically, I'm turning a dirt to mud machine. You look handsome. Of course I do. Thank you very much. And so do you. So basically what I've got here, so if I have like a stack of dirt in my offhand, I crouch, I right click, and then left click at the same time. The machine turns the dirt into mud. Uh-oh. Oh, am I still in creative mode? Yeah, that's embarrassing. Ignore that. Oh, that was a failed test. I'm still in creative mode. Doesn't work in creative mode, so you have to be in survival. Hey Jen, how are you? So, crouching here, right click on the dispenser, turns it into mud, and then we dig it, basically. I can only do a stack of dirt at a time to turn it into mud, but I don't think I want more than that. I don't want to, like, mass produce mud right now, so I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but I'm pretty happy with what I've got there, actually. Because it auto refills. It auto refills the bottles, right? So all your empty bottles that you get, it kind of refills it back through. I've got like an item filter down here that's picking out the glass bottles. So when the water bottle gets dispensed, the dirt powers. So basically, as soon as I place the dirt, or in this case the mud, because the mud's there. As soon as I place the dirt, this redstone signal goes through the dirt into the dispenser, which triggers these water bottles. The water bottle goes into the dirt, creates the mud. At the same time, thereabouts, I harvest the dirt. Doesn't always work by the looks of it. I harvest the dirt. So I harvest it, break it down, it falls into the hopper and goes into a storage system. I don't think it always works. I think there's still some tweaks to play around with, like timings. The empty glass bottle that comes out of it goes into the item hopper here, which then feeds into this dispenser. The dispenser is facing a waterlogged, a water source. So it fills up the empty water bottle and then fires it into a bubble vator back into the dispenser at the top. Right, so this is always filled, or at least that's the idea. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this. Like, I know there's a way where I could use this signal down here to fire. Oh, wait, no, that wouldn't work. It would lock the hopper. I was gonna say I could like put a redstone block here, but that's gonna lock this hopper, so this hopper no longer functions. Although as soon as you get rid of it, the hopper gets. So we could take a signal from here and have a dispenser that fires off a bunch of dirt at me. And it should go straight into my inventory. If I wanted to do that, I could do that. I think that's actually quite easy. I don't know whether it would work, it being next to the dirt there. But for the time being, I think we'll leave it like this. So let's see if we can backward engineer this and put it in the save. Have you had a good weekend, Jen? Have you been busy? Alright, so let's get rid of this. I roughly know approximately what I'm doing, so... We know, for instance, that these shovels are too powerful. It was a great weekend. Divide had it off, so I got to bother him all weekend. Nice. Right, we need to find a place in here somewhere for this device. I think I'm going to bring it down in this area in here somewhere. There's a little bit of a space down this way. We could put it down there, actually. Down here would work. I don't want it too far away from the path down. Actually, no, down there isn't going to work because I'm eventually going to expand my cactus farm. So let's put it up here then. Also got some new fancy headphones for him. He's definitely spoiled. Absolutely he is. What sort of fancy new headphones? Now, I will have to sort that out so that we can walk up and down that, make it look nice, but I mean, I need to make everything look nice. Right, so let's mark out a little bit of a path in here. Get a little bit of an area going. In a sec, I'm going to have to use the toilet because I really need a wee. I don't want that. Don't want that. Bone conducting headphones. Jesus. They are pretty cool. Oh, you got new headphones. I see. Okay, so Divide's not spoiled. You're spoiled. I get it. Well, but they're an actual kind of headphone. No, they're not. That's just what he's telling you. No. That's just what he's telling you. I've never actually heard of bone conducting headphones. I guess they resonate inside like the little ear canal bones. They don't actually go into the ear, so a lot less discomfort. They sound pretty good. That's good. So they're like, do you place them like there kind of thing? Like on the sides of the jaws there? So it vibrates, I mean, through the bone. That sounds like that's what you're describing anyway. These just go around your ear. They're super light. Oh, they just go around the ear. Okay, so they're using the whole of like your face structure then. Interesting. Okay, I need to nip to the loo because my bladder is screaming. So I'll be back in a sec. Bear with me. When we come back, we'll do this redstone contraption that, by the way, was completely impromptu, and I hate doing redstone on stream. But hey, it's worked! And I am back. There we go. There we go. Yeah, those, they have enough bass that you can feel them vibrating from the side of your head. Yeah, I understand. Like, it's an interesting concept. I quite like the idea of the concept. Okay, so, we have a problem. I just realized we're gonna need a few hoppers. What are we missing from this picture? My redstone box, I have no iron. Because some muggins still hasn't built a working, functioning iron farm. So we're going to have to do that. That's going to be the next goal. Okay. Good news, though. We're only going to need a handful of these water bottles. So not nearly as many as what I thought. Because we managed to accidentally knock that out. So let's go and get some iron. Because... Oh, wait, no! Hold on! Wait a sec! We have iron! We have iron! Aha! We've got iron from here! I remembered that I went and did like a whole stream. A whole stream running away from the fact that I didn't have any iron and to go and get iron. I remember. Okay, so we do have iron. Right, but we still need a couple of chests for the hoppers. So, which are we least likely to use? Probably the oak planks. So, there we go. Oak done. Let's also put the rest of the crap in my inventory. Let's make up a couple of hoppers. How many do we need? We need 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4 hoppers. We've got 6. I wouldn't mind actually doing proper redstone circuits on this. So there's 2 separate circuits. So we can have a yellow and a blue. So let's go and get some concrete. Oh, do I? I do have quite a bit of sand actually, it's fine. I don't need too much, so... Meow. Let me count the circuits. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we only need 8 of those. And then 1, 2. So we only need 2 of those. Next thing I want to do is I want to go and get, well, I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to take this, do that, and then run away from the creepers. That's what I want to do. And I will create a nice little fun door there in a sec. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what you really, really want. No, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want. You'll see yourself out. Later, Ned. I probably have to see myself out as well. But it's fine. I have no qualms with being embarrassing. I have no qualms with that. I don't really want that to flood my base, actually, now I think about it. Okay, it's going in that direction. Where's the rest of my concrete? Oh, it's there. Immediately forgot where I put the stuff. A zig-zagar. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Dun-dun. There we go. So now we got the building blocks for this. I wouldn't mind making this look good as well, but it's not the end of the world if I make a mess out of this. I'll dig this out a little bit more. I'm gonna need a way, like, some form of shovel for this, right? So we're gonna actually have to make a special shovel. I hope the efficiency 2 will be good enough. However, I have a problem, because right here, I'm getting haste from the beacon effects, and I feel like that's gonna break the farm. So I actually don't know what to do about that, because I don't really want to take the haste away, because it's so useful around here. Calf! Yeah, month. I am in awe. Thank you very much, sir. As always, you're far too kind. For the continued support. I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. I want it all. Come on, I should be on the bi-generation thing by now. I think you're past bi-generation thing. You're way past that. I haven't messed around with the what's it alerts. I'm thinking of completely changing them so they're not Doctor Who based. So they're more Womble based. Like me Womble kind of thing, not Doctor Who. I mean, I like Doctor Who, don't get me wrong. But I think having a revamp of the alerts is well overdue. I just need to put my two brain cells together for a couple of seconds and figure out what I want in terms of an alert. Mind you, I still do like the Doctor Who ones, you see. That's the big problem I've got, is that I'm kind of very conflicted over the matter. Me? Conflicted? No, never! There we go, that creates a little bit of a staircase going up and down there now. Okay, so this is what we want. We want, if we're... Maybe I have a staircase that leads up to this. And then this is where the redstone can sit underneath here. We've got a central piece. I need that open. Do you know what I really want? I want some sticks, which, oh, goodness sakes. It's so difficult. Do I have any? I've got a little bit of wood. What are we doing? There we go. Take the sticks. Perfect. Reason why I wanted that is so that I can light up the place so it's not dark. Okay. So this is what we need to do. We need to make... how am I going to make this? This needs to go... I need to make this backwards, I think. Well, let's figure out where the main standing place is going to be. Do we have a chest? I do. So this is where we shall stand, and then we'll build it from that. There we go. That's easy. I like the idea of making this out of glass as well, so we can see into the redstone. Not that there's that much going on with the redstone. I'm quite pleased with what we've just created. We need a hopper going into there. And I wouldn't mind some smooth stone around this segment. I guess this is a redstone circuit on this side. The actual farm itself is a redstone circuit, so maybe we should make that out of the concrete. I don't think I need to, though. I think I want that going into there, and that's the one that's going to get locked off. Do I have any glass in my inventory? For whatever reason, I didn't bring down the shulker box that has all of my stuff in. But what I wanted to do, I wanted to do that on this side, because that's not interesting. Where's my redstone box? No. We got a repeater here. Fantastic. Do I have a composter? No, I don't. I'm going to have to do it with the lectern then. We'll just put a book. Where's my counting books, actually? Yeah, because I can't do it with a lever. Well, I mean, we could do it with a lever. It's not quite as elegant, though, is it? Let's be honest. So I need a book to go on there. For the time being, though, I shall do that. Let's go and find a book. See if I've got one down in the bee farm area, because that was where we were last using lecterns. Oh, we got some redstone components here as well, which I am gonna take because they can go back in the redstone box. I do. Oh no, I've not got any. Well, I can use the copy of the copy, and then we will have to duplicate the rest of those. Ah! So if we do this, turn it to page 1, should be okay. That should now lock. Fantastic. We need glass. That's what we need. I don't have any glass. You'll take a stack of it. because the rest of the rest of the glass can be used for the glass bottles. Wait, I'm not going in that direction. Why am I going instinctively back to the bee farm? I've spent too long in that area recently. Bum 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 bum. Does that go on top? It does go on top. Good, excellent. It doesn't interfere with anything. Fantastic. So we can put that there. And yeah. I might change the color of this glass maybe at some point. So there we go. We've got that system set up. That's easy. Let's do the sorter. So it depends on what the footprint I want for this, actually, because I could do it a little bit more interesting, I guess. Where's my comparator? There we go. There we go. I need a repeater. I think that's the last repeater we're using now. That needs to become ooh, that can't be a block. I've got to, okay. Well, let's just do this, right? that solves that problem. I just move it. And wait, what? Oh, that's why I put it on this side. Wait, no, because that has to be the... Yeah, okay, that's why. No, I was right. I just had it in the wrong place. That's got to go there. In fact, I will point this in this direction so I don't get confused between the two now. So that now needs to be the other dispenser. This is where the soul sand will be. And we can... from here, play a little bit with this area. Okay, that's a little bit awkward, but that's fine because I can cover it. I don't see. This is why I don't want like too much of a footprint, because there is the cave that I've got to consider. I don't want it poking into the cave. So this needs. Well, we need an observer to be facing in... Nope. Observer facing in that direction. And an observer facing... that direction. This I have to really focus right now. I need a sticky piston. There we go. One sticky. Boop, boop. Okay, cool. So that's the last of that circuit there. So that is now auto-refilling. The only thing that we need to add in is the water stream, which would go up in this direction here. So this is the bubble vator. Wait, what does the piston do? The piston? What piston? That piston down there? It activates a clock underneath the dispenser, which will dispense empty water bottles into a water source, which then creates watered bottles for this mud machine. Got a mud machine. That's what I'm making. I'm making mud. I know there are better ways of doing this. I like the way I like the way I've kind of done this myself, as always. Though, right, I'm also wrong. Like I've got that in the wrong position, right? So, yeah, this is lower than it needs to be then. Yeah, that needs to come up an extra layer. Okay, that I knew I'd done something wrong. I knew I didn't have something quite right. That circuit will also need to change as well. So everything I just did, get rid of it. How are you cheering? What have you been up to? I am failing at redstone once again on stream. It's quite a considerable little car wreck that's going on right now, but it's fine. So that's where the soul soil will sit, right there. Then this one, this is the one that needs to be the dispenser. Is that right? No, I can't think it through. I knew I didn't get something right, but right, where's my dispensers? There we go. Now, if I want there to be an item sorter there, we'll have it going out on this side. Just came from work, so nothing interesting. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Let's do this. Wait, no. I can be smart here. We can do this cleverly. At least I hope I can. That one has to go there. I also know that that's not the best way to do item sorters. But for this purpose, it will do. Oops. There we go. Okay. So there we go. So now we've got the item sorter there. So this is going to just contain the glass bottles. So let's turn those into that real quick. I don't want to put them in just yet. We need to make sure that we've got enough. We've got 5 plus 9, so we need 14 glass bottles. And then the rest need to go in as encoders. So if I do that, that should now drain them all into there. So those 11 glass bottles we probably won't need. So these I want to go and put away, so they're out of the way. Finish yeeted base, sugarcane and bamboo farm. Nice. Bamboo farm, that's something else that's on my I need to do this list. Little farms. I'm getting distracted with farms at the moment because I was supposed to continue building this, but then I was like, hey, I want mud blocks. I want mud blocks for this build, right? Okay, let's go and turn all of this dirt here, or as much of this dirt as I can be bothered, into mud, right? But I don't want to do it manually, so let's build a farm. Okay, I've gone down a little bit of a redstone rabbit hole here, and I regret a lot of my decisions, but it's also okay. So we can keep those there. Do I have any soul sand? Soul soil? Apparently I wasn't going to build with soul soil, so I'll go and get some from over here. Sand. Soul sand. I always get the two mixed up. Never know which one's which. Sand is the one I want. I also would like a handful of kelp as well, please. I need more than one, but I do have, yeah, I do have bone meal, so. Did you? I've never seen them do that before, where they just appear in front of you. That's so crazy. Like, legitimately appeared right in front of me. I've never had that before. I mean, obviously I've had them appear a bunch of times, but not directly in front of me. We need one comparator. And then 2 observers, please. I actually don't need those dispensers either at the moment. Do you know what I really hate? Placing observers. Really find it annoying. Oh, and I don't have the comparator in place. Oh, come on, Womble. Nope. Nope. Am I gonna have to, like, break through things to place that down right? Oh, you bastard. Yeah, I can't. No! Stop it! Oh my goodness, I hate this. Because, like, there we go. I think I did it. I think I figured it out. Whew. So if I put anything into there, it will fire it. Perfect. Let's put the soul soil in. God, goodness. And then we want... Well, I can put... that. Do I have bone meal? I do. Okay, that's going up there. That's good. There we go. Just want to make sure that there's nothing in there. There is now. Okay, so in theory, if I put all 14 of these glass bottles in, it should fill these with water bottles. So let's put the 14 in. Excellent. So everything's full there now with the water bottles, so that's all set up. Now, the only thing I have left to do is get the last of the ender chair, the hoppers and stuff set up. I did not want that. I need glass. I don't have any more glass. And then that is pretty much it. And then all we're doing, let's see if we can get this to work. I think efficiency 2 is fine, but it might not be. All we have to do to get this to work is to get some dirt down here. Let's take 6, 7. 7 stacks of dirt to turn into the mud. Let's empty out the rest of my crappy inventory. I mean, I know there's a way that I could probably just, like, refill my inventory so that it automatically dispenses the dirt. I can do that. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, so that's why I'm not doing that. It's not because I'm not aware that it can work. It's just I don't want to put too much effort into designing this anyway. I think efficiency 2 is going to be too heavy. We might be a little bit stuck because of the haste as well. So if we put this in our inventory, let's see if this works, because it worked in testing. So it's not working as well because it is throwing dirt at me. And I seem to have collected all of these. Maybe if I just punch it, that might work. Punching it works. It's noisy though. Okay, so punching it is the way forward, I think. I still got dirt in the frickin' system, so there's still some part of this that isn't 100%. But there we go. We did it. Got a nice little contraption here. I think we could probably speed this up if we did have, like, just a diamond shovel, maybe. Or it might have to be an iron shovel, maybe. I'm not sure. But it definitely doesn't work with efficiency. So it has to be unenchanted. But punching works. Punching works. So I'll take that. I don't necessarily want it to be like super quick. I just want a way of doing it more easier than kind of like just standing there and doing it individually, right? It's noisy though. I don't like the noise. So I might have to think of a different way of doing the dispensers, like silent dispenser elevator or something. Try stone if you have cobble. A stone shovel. That might work, yeah? Yeah, that might work. We could try. We can try a few different things. Wooden shovel might work. Because I've got haste. That's the thing, right? So I've got haste. Yeah, it is a little bit noisy, I will admit. I'm not overly much of a fan on the noise. The footprint of this isn't too bad, though. Like, it's okay. It's okay. There's definitely better ways of doing this. I think this sorting system, the way that I'm doing like this sorting system, pulling the empty glass bottles when they appear in here, right, is quite good. But the dispenser, like redoing that every single time, and then the piston firing, ching, 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 every time you do it, that's just annoying. Let's go and try a couple of different shovels, see which ones work and which ones don't work. We know that efficiency 2 diamond shovel doesn't work. We already knew that efficiency 5 wasn't going to work anyway. So we know efficiency 2 doesn't work, but let's try some other shovels. So let's get one of those. I could try an iron one as well. I'm a little bit... Will you piss off? Okay, so we'll try an iron one, we'll try a stone shovel, and we'll find the optimum shovel. Ideally it'd be iron, because they last longer, right? But then stone shovels are dead cheap. So we'll try the stone shovel, see if that works. That works. At least I think it's working. We'll check in a sec. We'll do the full stack. It's less annoying. This is less annoying with the sounds as well, because you're hearing more. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, so actually Stone Shovel works better. Interesting. Yeah, because, so that is a lot less annoying because you're not hearing the piston extend and retract. It's just extending once, it's firing up the thing, tick, 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 tick. So you still hear the dispenser, then it retracts, so it's not too bad. So that's the Stone Shovel. The problem with the Stone Shovel is that you only have 131 uses from it. So you might need, if you have Unbreaking 3 on there. Let's have a look at Iron. I have a feeling that the Iron Shovel is going to be too quick, but we'll find out. Oh no, Iron works. As far as I can tell, it's working. This is quicker. Unbreaking, Mending, Stone Shovel. I think Unbreaking, Mending, Iron Shovels. Or we just get a bunch of Unbreaking Shovels from the villagers. So the water didn't run out. The water bottles didn't run out. We only collected the mud. They all ended up in the hoppers there. So yeah, the iron works better. We've got 250 durability on that, 131 on the stone. So yeah, I think it's the iron is the way forward. I would obviously have to source it from villagers. Perfect. Apart from the pickup system's not perfect. But there we go. We got 6 stacks of mud. So that took us 3 hours to get 6 stacks of mud. Do we think that was worth it? Oh boy, that's so silly. It's so silly. Here, let's put the shovels in there. That was I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit ridiculous. We went all the way around. I wonder what an unenchanted diamond shovel will do. Let's get an unenchanted diamond shovel. We need some emeralds. I'm running low on emeralds. Look at that. Alright, let's get an unenchanted diamond shovel. No, it's you then. Nope. You then? Where's the... Oh, it's this guy. Oh, this is efficiency 2, so that's where I got the last efficiency 2 thing from. So maybe we just... disenchant this. It's upstairs. Let's unenchant it and we'll figure out. We'll figure out if this works as well. Does mean I need another stack of dirt to do my test. Something else that we did notice was that we wanted to put a block above the dirt so that we couldn't accidentally turn the dirt into... I wanted to go through there. so that we couldn't accidentally turn the dirt into a path block, right? And like I said, I'm sure there's a way to like auto feed dirt into my inventory. Okay, diamond works. Does it work though? Did that just broke, so diamond doesn't work. It's like, I have one water bottle in my inventory. I'm very confused why I've got that in there. And we've got one dirt block. So one time out of 64, it failed. So diamond, I don't think does work then. I think diamond would work if, and only if, we didn't have the haste. Because we've got haste, I think it's adding on to the efficiency of the diamond tool. So yeah, I think iron is the way forward. We'll do iron. We'll just get like a bunch of unbreaking iron shovels around here, and yeah. But I mean, that's all I need. That is all I need. I've got more than enough mud for my project that we're doing now, so I'm happy with this. Mini farm complete. That's one more contraption added to the Cave of Contraptions as well. It does mean that I need to make this cave look a little bit better. This area a little bit better as well, which I will. And then we also need to like figure out a pathing system around here to make it so it's not a pain in the ass to kind of like get in and out. But I think it makes sense for us to have a contraption, like a mud contraption near where the horses are. I might have like a wheat farm this way as well. Actually, no, I won't have a wheat farm, but I will do something of the sort. This is hilarious. Why are the llamas not aggroing on the zombie? You better fight back, llama, you're gonna die. Okay, now he's after me. Okay, so now I've got some mud blocks. Great. So I want to take my rooted dirt. Not rooted dirt. I want to take... Ah! Where are they? Oh, here they are. The mangrove roots, turn them into that. Perfect. Okie dokie, cool. Let's continue the floor. I do want some rooted dirt though, because I think that'll look good. We definitely want some podzol. Let's also get some coarse dirt. I don't have very much coarse dirt, so we don't need too much anyway. I think it'd be good to get the spruce logs in there as well. And might not be a bad idea to do some packed mud too. So let's go and get some packed mud. Now that we've got a mud machine, we can make packed mud so much nicer as well. Like, so much quicker, easier. So I do intend on using that little mud machine quite a lot, I think. Probably off stream most of the time. Is it like 1-to-1? Yeah, it is, unfortunately. Right, that'll do. Can always come back get more if I really want to. Okay, let's take these up. Oh! Are they directional blocks as well? Oh, they are. They're directional. Ooh, I didn't know that. They're literally the first time I'm using these blocks, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so I kind of like the idea of having like these just like in the back kind of thing a little bit more towards the corners, so like you have some like moldier dark sections. Let's get normal mud in mixed in as well. Do the packed mud. Do I have any rooted dirt? Because I prefer the rooted dirt here as well to normal dirt because it goes very well with the mud, right? The packed mud kind of has that bridging red to it. And we also want some strip spruce logs too in here, because they're gonna look pretty good. Because of the green, right? The green in the logs. I tell you what we might do. I might place down all of the dirt first, right? But the difficulty with that is that I don't want the dirt to touch the grass there, because otherwise the grass is going to start spreading. So try and avoid the grass. Yeah, so we'll place all the dirt down first, just normal dirt. And then we can texture and color everything in after I've placed this down. I think that's the safer way to go. That's the easier way to do it, I think. Oh, I placed all of my coarse dirt down first, you... Wait, is this coarse dirt or regular dirt? I placed all my coarse dirt down here. don't want to place all my coarse dirt down at the same place. I don't really have too much coarse dirt, so... I mean, I do have coarse dirt somewhere. I've got it knocking around, and I could always craft up some more. I've got quite a lot of gravel and things, but... I just want to place down dirt at the moment, just to get this starting to fill out a little bit. That is a stray piece of stone that shouldn't have made it through. I'll go inside all the stalls. So my goal, I think, for the rest of this stream is to get this floor sorted. And then maybe move some of the horses into these stables. Because once we're done the interior of these stables, once all the floor's done, we can put the horses in themselves. This one is going to be a special super secret passage, so we'll leave that open so I know that it exists. If anyone's got any ideas for a way to hide a super secret passage there. It doesn't need to be big. I mean, I could do a 3x3 here, actually. I could do some sort of 3x3 action. I'm just saying, you know, there's space for it. Oh, actually, no, there isn't, because I've got this up here. Yeah, no, we're not doing a 3x3. Never mind. Unless I could figure out how to do it so it's flush. I guess you would use honey blocks, and that could get a little bit messy. I'm not very good with like honey block, sticky piston stuff. I'd have to do research on that. Yeah, if I was doing a flush thing, then these blocks here would have to be immovable blocks, and I'm sat on the dirt at the moment, so yeah. But I guess what we could do, though, we could do a double piston extender and do like a 2x3 door. Which is really weird, like, to have a 2x3 door, right? Like, these two... Oh, no, they can't even retract. You could just, like, have a little bit of a... Yeah, I think just a simple double, nice and easy door there. Very similar to what we've got in the other place. In our starter home. Something similar to that, I think. I think that's just the best way to go about it. And we could do something with the dirt blocks. Maybe it's activated by... Because we want it to be hidden, right? So what if we hoed, like, this dirt block here? That then opens the door... And then this block gets pushed out and back in to replace the tilled soil, leaving this open for a little bit, and then it closes behind you, maybe? Could do that. I don't always carry a hoe with me, though, so that's the dangerous bit, is that you don't always have a hoe. I'm going to bring this out to here. Grrr. I forget that this isn't, like, a safe place to be building. Because it's not lit up anywhere. Oh, look at that. Like, my best friend in the whole world is coming running up and giving me a nice little hug. And I can't sleep because of these bad boys. Okay, so I kind of want the patches to go. Just normal mud. Okay, so this is kind of how I want the patches to be. We've got to have these next to the podzol. The podzol kind of spreading into the birch. Not the birch, the whatever. And the rooted dirt, that is going to help in like the random places just link up with the packed mud, I think. I think that's the way forward. And I don't need to think about it too much, because this is the danger that I always seem to bring to the table. I always think about things too much, and then it always looks naff, and I get very disappointed in myself. But yeah. Oh, you idiot. Alright, let's just put down like little patches of these rooted dirt. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna run out of rooted dirt fairly quick, but that's okay. I don't need too much of this rooted dirt for this to work, but it'll help break up the just general dirty texture of the dirt. Oh god, Womble, stop. I didn't mean to put the packed mud there, but that works. Yeah, a little bit more of a rooted dirt area back here. So what do I like about the rooted dirt? Like, what helps the rooted dirt blend? What is it helping it blend in? So let's think like that, and then we can place the next sort of block. So this helps me think about blending in the actual packed mud itself. So it'll be the packed mud that we want to start putting in next. Like I said, we don't need too much of this rooted dirt, just a little bit, just to kind of like visually make it look different. Okay, so let's take away the rooted dirt for a sec. Let's go around. Let's put in some of this packed mud. Now, I probably need less of the packed mud than I do rooted dirt, actually. So we're just going to, like, kind of go around. I'm just going to find these, like, random spots, and we'll put in some packed mud. I don't think there's necessarily like a singular rule over this, but it's just a matter of like variety, I think. And we can add little bits to this as we go, I guess. I do like the texture of this stuff as well. It's quite nice. It's quite a different looking thing. It's got a little bit of purple in it, which is good. And the purple, I think... See, that doesn't look good, but I think the rooted dirt, if you surround it in rooted dirt, it helps blend ever so slightly more. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like coming up with a load of twaddle right now, but I feel like that has helped. Now then, the podzol we're gonna have everywhere. Womble, a gamer in Minecraft. I'm not. I'm gonna I probably need to reevaluate the spruce, but let's get the podzol in. So what is the podzol? Why am I using podzol? Well, the podzol I feel like is quite a mucky, dirty block. So a lot of the stalls should be just podzol, right? Like it should be podzol based. That's the go-to for like manure. Oh, stop turning them into freaking... Stop turning them into grass blocks. See, this is why I was punching with my fist. Animal, a viewer in Twitch. Handshake made in Amsterdam. That's true, we did have a handshake. Want these like little... So I'm just gonna like carve out little areas where I think the podzol would be. So like kind of like in the corner a little bit more. I don't know if the rooted dirt really blends well actually with the podzol. It doesn't blend as well as I was thinking it did. I know that does though. That's quite a nice little blend. That's quite nice look on the eye. So now we just need to... Oh, I think this is where the muddy roots come in a little bit more. I love these muddy roots. These muddy roots are great. Well, actually, I'm not necessarily opposed to having little pieces of path blocks in here as well. Mudded roots are awesome. I've only just discovered them today. Which is why I'm only using them for the first time today. I didn't even know that they were a thing until I was in creative earlier today. There was another block as well that we found on stream in creative too that I'd never seen before. It's been in the game for a while, but I just haven't came across it. I think the best one I've done is this so far because, like, they kind of mirror each other, right? The path block is quite a good block as kind of like an intermediary. I need to be careful with how I'm using these. We don't need mud in all of them. I like the deep mud right in the corners, like under here kind of thing. And some of the pods all escaped. Okay. It's coming together. I just need to keep playing with it, and I need to keep up the energy. I don't know. Do I want a muddy area out here? Yes, I do. Which means we need a certain level of podzol to kind of like help blend it. Do I have any coarse dirt left? Yeah, a little bit. Will also help with a little bit of like texturing vibes. I'm actually thinking coarse dirt just might be better throughout this as well. We're definitely going to need coarse dirt where it bridges the grass. Or rooted dirt, so that we don't get grass in this, because I don't want grass on the inside of the stables. Alright. Could also use path block to stop the grass as well. Yeah, this mudded route is legitimately becoming one of my favorite blocks. Like this mud block, I really haven't used this before in like path design and things, but in here, like especially in like a horse's stables, it works so well. Because effectively what I'm getting is I'm making it look a lot more grimy, a lot more muddy. With ease. The brown of the path also kind of like, it's a similar hue to some of these. You've got the dark brown, which goes with the podzol. You've got the greens and the oranges that are in the rooted dirt. So it works very well. And then that orange is also in the normal packed mud, right? So the colors just go very well together. I'm only just finding this out. Ideally, out in the main area out here, we want a little bit more packed mud, right? So that because it's been trodden down, it is being swept up, like the muck is getting swept up and cleaned for a little bit, but I mean, most of it's like trodden into the ground. So I think the packed mud out here works better than the dirt. You still have dirt on the floor, right? But it's coming along, it just takes a while, just doing it block by block. It takes a while. I think after we've done this flooring in here, So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more stalls, and then the path out here. Once I've kind of like done that, that's when we'll swap games. As promised. That's what I do in this block here. That's how we get into the secret area. We just get a shovel and do that. And then it puts a block over the top, brings it back, and then it's gone. You see? Excellent. That's how we do that. That makes sense. That's going to blend in very well, actually. Okay, that one's done. Pretty sure this room is done now. Let's do this one. And we'll put in some puzzle in the corner as well. I just have to be very careful with those path blocks. I don't want to leave, like, dirt underneath the stone. Okay, that'll do. That one's a very mucky corner. So I guess if we have not as much this time, it's going to look better. Maybe this can be a little bit more podzol-y. And we'll have some packed mud going through here too. That'll do. And last room, I think. Then we just need to do that, like, outside there, and then we can say jobs are good. I do want to leave dirt here, so maybe instead this time we have the mud kind of creeping in from this direction. And a little bit of podzol kind of sprouting up as well, just in the odd spots. Don't need as much, I don't think. Doesn't need to be, like, over the top. Just puts it in a slightly different position to what the rest of them. And although that being said, I kind of like it more in these rooms when they are, it's kind of like in the corners, if that makes sense. Towards the back of the styles a little bit more. As though everything's been kind of like swept to the back at some point. Like in these little corners. Whoops. I don't want to put too much podzol out here. I don't think the podzol quite works out here as much as it does in the styles, right? But we should have a little bit. I mean, like I said, it's almost as though it, like the podzol is the muck that's been brushed to one corner. The problem with the pack mud is it does actually blend in very, very well, almost too well, with the dirt itself. How is that? Kind of looking okay, I think. Last little bits, rooted dirt. Let's have a good fly, because sometimes that helps tell the tale. If you can fly up and you can see it from afar. There's still work to be done, I think. There's still work to be done. I think this area here is fine. It's okay to have, like, these patches of dirt. I like the stalls, though. Like, I think my favorite one, weirdly enough, and this doesn't happen that often, is the ones that we did, like, at the beginning. Like, these two here. I think they're the better ones. They kind of connect up. That one's a good one. I like that one. It's because there's like there's more of a rule that I'm following here is the fact that the mud is on one side, the podzol is on the other, kind of thing. But it's not symmetrical, kind of like that one is. That one's too symmetrical, honestly, and you can't quite tell the difference. So we'll add that in. Right, next step is adding the horses in, or at least some of the horses. We don't need to add all the horses, just some. We're going to take these horses here. Actually, no, we're not going to take any of the horses because we're still breeding them up. There's still horses that we don't have from our thing. Why have I got like one extra lead? Because there's some socks that we don't have. Some of the horses. I need to figure out which ones I have and which ones I don't have, and then breed up the last ones, so then we can start filling these stalls with horses. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Hey, Cyan, how's it going? I'm pretty pleased with what we've done. I realize we haven't done much. In the grand scheme of things, we really haven't done much. We farted around with redstone. We, all in the point of making a mud farm. a mini little machine, a little contraption that helps muddy up my dirt. So I messed around with that for about 2, maybe 3 hours. And then I've spent like 10 minutes on the project that I was supposed to be doing today. So this, by the way, is what we did earlier. We just kind of like created a dirt to mud thing, and I can show you how this works. We'll get some iron, get the iron shovel here. You just crouch, hit right click, and then both at the same time. In the grand scheme of things, we haven't done much. Yep. And it just turns the dirt into mud, basically. And this took me a little bit too long to figure out how to do. Just saying. There we go, we'll put the mud back, we'll put the iron shovel back. It doesn't work with a diamond shovel, unfortunately. So yeah, we've got a mud machine. I'm not going to go into details on how this works. It's very simple. It's nothing too complicated, but I'm quite pleased with it. I'm pretty sure you can do it better than the way that I've done it. So in the grand scheme of things, we haven't done much. Absolutely. I'm just going to empty out my inventory so that it's not clogging everything up. So that next time I come in, I've got a nice, neat inventory. We've got a lot of emeralds up here. We should probably move those. Excellent. Okay. So yeah, that's that for the Minecraft segment. I think I'm gonna go and have another break. I'm gonna go and get something to eat, probably just a quick packet of rice, and then we'll come back. We'll do some Euro Truck Sim. I believe that's what we said we were gonna do. If you are watching on the YouTube channel, we don't actually record the Euro Truck Sim stream, so that's the only time that, you know, the exclusive content on Twitch. Just saying. Yeah, so Euro Truck Sim is going to be next. We're going to go until about 8 o'clock tonight. This is our long one. Pretty funny video, but this guy's... So yeah, I'm gonna head and get something to eat real quick, and then we'll be back. We'll be back shortly, like I say, with some Euro Truck Sim. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some Pal World, so if you're not interested in Euro Truck Sim, you can head out and pop by tomorrow, playing a little bit of Pal World. And then we've got Dyson Sphere on Wednesday. The next Minecraft segment will be on Saturday, when we're kind of mirroring what we're doing today, just over a short period of time. That's Minecraft first, then Euro Truck Sim after. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thursday the 14th. That is not a stream. Is it? I thought I was working on that day. I thought I was working Thursday the 14th. Bear with me on this one, because that makes me feel like I've got my... Yeah, I'm working on Thursday the 14th, so That is not a stream. Ignore that. Yeah, ignore that. That's definitely 100% not a stream. Thursday the 14th. Maybe that was meant to be like Wednesday the 27th. No, I've got a stream there. Got the 18th. Yeah, okay, that's just not a stream. That's not going to happen. That is just a cancelled stream. So, Thursday the 14th, ignore that one. That one doesn't exist. I was just like reading that. I'm thinking, I'm working on the 14th. I know I'm working on the 14th. That's so weird. That's so weird. Ignore the Thursday the 14th. The rest of the schedule on there, as far as I could see, is accurate and correct. I'm going to be back in a sec. I will need to get something to eat, something to drink, and yeah, I'll be back shortly. Hopefully we can fix the lighting as well. Cool. See you in a sec.